how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
So you're here with the Cardinals, obviously, and this joint practice is going to get going in about a half an hour.
By the way, I'm not leaving without Zack Allen. I'm going to put him on Red
what
Bull
are you
Run.
guys thinking?
I am bringing him back to Arizona.
What's your problem? How did you guys just look at Zack Allen and say, nah, we're good, we're going to let him go?
You know, the only best explanation of that is that happened during the change in GMs, and I think it fell through the cracks. That's the only explanation I can give on that one. He had a slow start to his career. He was banged up, but then he had that 1 year with J.J. Watt.
Yeah, how much did he learn from J.J.?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, he literally and admittedly attached himself to J.J. Watt. J.J. used to make jokes like, you know, he's my intern, okay? He would just follow him around.
Yeah.
And then he took his number up here. They were like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. And then I was looking at some of the stats last year. Dude. He was number one among D tackles
Paul,
and quarterback hits.
He wrecks
I'm like,
offenses.
what is going on?
Hey, Paul.
I mean, remember the old Cold War Olympics when athletes would be smuggled out, you know, at the Olympic Games? I'm going to smuggle them out on Saturday night. You won't see him again after Saturday night.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, VJ was the former head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
Love Vance Joseph.
Yeah, and you know, it was a weird transition. He's former head coach here, too. And then he returns as the defensive coordinator. Why did it not work out for him in Arizona?
Again, the best analysis would be he had players that were square players you're trying to fit into round holes. For example, they took Isaiah Simmons, number 8 overall. They tried to make him an inside linebacker. Wasn't an inside linebacker. I think Vance knew that. He tried it. Didn't work. Had a trickle-down effect through the whole defense. There were players. There were dudes. They weren't necessarily in the right spot. You had Hassan Reddick, who went on to fame, you know, with the Eagles, and had, but he was an edge rusher. They tried him at inside backer. Didn't work. Once again, I don't think it was Vance Joseph's call, and so there was a lot of moving parts. And then you had an offense that was running the air raid.
Who was his head coach? It was
Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury, yeah. I
So
said he was head coach, or he wasn't. He was
It was
DC.
a lot of trickle-down stuff that really wasn't his fault. And then you had a coaching change and a GM change, and you know what? When you're making changes like that, everyone got changed out.
It's interesting because he is such a damn good defensive coordinator, right? Right? He's proven it here. Kingsbury's a great offensive coordinator. What he's done in Washington.
And, you know, Cliff has since made the point that if he had to do it over again, he would be a different head coach. He would come in with more authority right off the top. You know, as someone coming from the college game to the NFL, maybe he gave the players a little too much leeway, and maybe there need to be a little more accountability. I think if Cliff ever gets another shot at a head coaching gig, he'll be much different and much better.
The Altitude Daily. The morning sprint.
Second 11 on 11 period, very clearly more pass focused.
Yeah, this is team pass, so I can't see the sticks. I don't think it's a third down team pass, but probably second and long. Yeah, that's what I see on both sides is second and 10. So more of your passing downs, your pass situations. That last snap, the touchdown, 60-yard at least, might have been caught at the 5-yard line by Devon Vele. That was my favorite rep of the 2025 campaign thus far for Bo Nix. Two things happened on that rep. Number one, to the field, Bo Nix used the hard count and ended up getting the blitzing linebacker for the Arizona Cardinals to jump off sides. Snaps it on the second count. He knows he has a free play. Because it was a blitz look, Bo Nix knew that they are compromised in their seams. So you had 4 verticals being run right there.
Right
Bo
before
Nix stares down the field seam, which I believe was Evan Ingram, and then immediately came back to his boundary seam, which was Devon Vele, and he moved that safety with his eyes. That was a fantastic rep of football from Bo Nix. Frankly, the best snap of this training camp from what we've been able to see.
Right before he draws the blitzing linebacker offside with the hard count, he changes the play at the line of scrimmage as well.
Absolutely.
So it's something they walked up, he saw, changes of play, and I wonder if they saw that right before
that
and
pressure
they knew
look.
it was going to happen.
Hey, if we get that pressure look, and it's a Sam fire, three fire zone, then we're doing this, and that's running. Oh, that's a beautiful
The first team
ball.
offense is firing on all cylinders right now.
That was probably Bo's throw of the camp. Last one was Bo's rep of the camp, mental rep and a great throw. That was a wide side comeback route to Troy Franklin, on time, accurate. Ball jumped immediately out of his hands. This is for the Denver Broncos, who've been concerned about Bo Nix and where he's at headspace-wise after what's been a fairly mundane training camp, we'll call it. Today has been fantastic so far.
Yeah, that was sensational. Troy Franklin on the most recent reception there. The ones are now out. Jarrett Stidham quarterbacking with the twos.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Bo Nix had a great day at training camp. We go out to Scott and Tyler under the tent. Bo had a day from what I could tell.
It's the best day I've seen him by far. Not even close, and maybe the worst day for Stidham, to be honest with you. But Bo was outstanding today.
Yeah, I thought Bo was tremendous. He's done a great job all day long, manipulating the pocket, stepping up, scrambling out, buying himself some time when he needs to, throwing on the run. This is definitely not taking anything away from Bo Nix's day because he's been flat out great. But I cannot believe the amount of frickin' open wide receivers with somebody not within a 5-yard radius of him. I mean, he must have had 4 or 5 passes to Devon Vele, to Marvin Mims. Devon Vele's best day of training camp also, by the way.
Yep.
But I mean legitimately not a defender within a 5 to 8 yard radius of these guys. So a lot of it is pitch and catch, but it's still been a great day.
Awesome.
One of it would have been his best throws down the left sideline to Mims, and I'm sitting with, a former wide receiver, and Mims got his hand up and the ball hit his hand and rolled free, didn't catch it. And, of course, Logue, so you're a receiver, you got to catch that.
Yeah.
You got to help your quarterback. And that would have been his best throw of camp by far. Pretty ball, right in the spot. It was going to be a catch or incompletion. But that drive still came down. They scored a touchdown. Right, so listen, it's not even close. I'll say this, Tyler, see if you agree with this. And Bolsey went down early, and so 79 was his backup. Who's 79? Mount Pert.
Matt.
Matt Pert. Mount. I like Mount Pert.
Mount Columbus.
Oh, that's right. I can't steal that. He's bigger than you, though.
No, he ain't. Not even close, buddy.
You don't think so?
No.
I bet he goes 315.
Oh, you just talking weight? Sure.
That's big. Tall's the other thing.
Okay.
But I tell you what, I thought Bo had time to throw today too, for the most part.
He did. This. I don't know what's going on with that Arizona Cardinals secondary, but they got problems. They got big problems over there. Didn't see a whole lot of our defense. They're on the other field. You kind of got to pick and choose what you want to watch, and obviously I'm an offensive guy, so I chose to watch the offense. But we'll be curious to get some reports about how the defense did over there.
All right. Concerned about Bulls?
I don't know what happened. It was a really unusual deal. So there's an ambulance here, and Bowles did not go inside. He went to the ambulance, which might sound scary, but I actually think it might be the opposite, and this is pure speculation, so let me be very, very clear, and I probably should be careful in speculating, but if let's say he got a bad ankle injury or he had a knee problem, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, if it was something along those lines, he would have gone straight inside that building. They would have gone to work on him, getting some rehab done, getting the ice and stem, starting the imaging process. There's almost a part of me that wonders, was that ambulance the most convenient place to go get some IVs?
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
Did he love this practice so much because he was kind of steamrolling Jonathan Gannon and telling both teams what to do?
Well, I kind of thought that way. I mean, you and I were very close to the field. Now, I don't know what Gannon was doing over on the other side with his O&D, but he's a defensive guy. But you and I watched a period, that 2-minute and the move the ball or whatever it was, he kept telling the D, here's the situation. I mean, I was joking about it with the guys on PhD. At one point, he ran up there and told the refs it's 3rd and 3. It's 3rd and 3.
He put more time on the clock.
Yeah, you're right.
He did.
Right. Yes. So, he was in full control out there. Now, look, I will also say This was the general tone. Spring, back me up on this. This was the general tone and what he said last week, too, after Niners, right? He thought they all got good work in and all that stuff.
I think a part of why he was in such a good mood today, too, was because his quarterback played really well.
His offense looked, everybody I talked to, was better than when they faced the Niners.
Bo Nix had a great day, hit a deep ball to Devon Vele, moved the ball well in the 2-minute, in the gotta have it at the end of practice. Yeah, he had an incompletion on third down. They would have kicked a field goal and tied the game up. Well, if it was Kansas City, it would have been blocked, but it was Arizona, Will Lutz would have made the kick. But yeah, I thought Bo Nix had a great day today. I only circled 2 throws that I thought that he missed today. It was a deep ball to Mims and a throw that he was high and outside to Cortland Sutton. Outside of that, he was very accurate outside the numbers today against the zone coverage of the Cardinals.
Okay, my concern is not with Bo Nix. I am a little concerned about Mike McGlinchey.
Okay.
Because I think some of his nice throws would have been sacks because McGlinchey was not getting out there and stopping the edge pressure. There was one where Bo had to step up. He threw it anyway. But Calais Campbell, he would have stepped right into Calais Campbell, who won his matchup.
Sure.
So, and again, that's not a Bo Nix. Go ahead and have the rep. You need to.
You saying it could be Frank Crum time out there?
No, I'm not. Well, look, it'd be your guy Palczewski in my mind.
Okay.
But, I just hope this is a veteran that's tired with a sword leg and is sick of camp, and it'll all look good when we get to the Titans.
Crum's been getting a lot of that work, though, with the first team at right tackle.
Oh, good for him. I know they liked him. That's why they kept him around. Palczewski's been playing a lot of guard.
They've been cycling McGlinchey out, I think, to try and keep him fresh. I think that is something worth watching this year.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.